It is my privilege to introduce our first discussant. Dr. Kingsley Udeh is a special advisor to the Enugu State Governor on Education. Dr. Udeh is an expert in public procurement, public finance management, and public policy. And from 2008, that's 2008, he has consulted in these areas I just identified for various institutions, including national and regional governments. A distinguished academic, Dr. Udeh is a visiting senior lecturer in the Faculty of Law at the University of Nigeria. He is a research fellow at the Department of Mercantile and Law and the African Procurement Law at the University of Stellenbosch, South Africa. Dr. Udeh obtained a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Nigeria in 2005, a Master of Laws in Public International Law from the University of Nottingham, United Kingdom in 2008, and a Doctor of Laws and Philosophy, that's an LLB PhD from the University of Stellenbosch in South Africa in 2018. My pleasure and privilege to introduce our first discussant on the subject of trends and dynamics of urban banditry, making sense of the problem. Dr. Kingsley Udeh. Dr. Udeh.
The Executive Director of African Heritage Institution, my dear brother, Professor Ufo Okeke Uzodike, His Royal Highness, the Chairman of Enugu State Council of Traditional Rulers, His Excellency Ambassador Agabo, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, I will begin by thanking the keynote speaker for steering us with his address on the path of re-examining the security challenges that we have in Nigeria, especially as it relates to armed banditry. Indeed, security is everyone's business. Just yesterday, the government of Enugu State, the political leadership, gathered and we spent hours deliberating on tackling the challenges of insecurity that we have in the state, and that is of course raging more in other states of the Federation. That people sleep with their two eyes closed in Enugu State is because some other people are awake when others are asleep. One of the greatest achievements of our government is the maintenance of peace and security. And it's not because peace and security are easy to come by. These are not just natural occurrences, but they are outcomes of diligent policy making and execution, of purposeful leadership, of being sensitive to the yearnings of the people, of humility to identify with the aspirations and challenges of the people. Even though all the aspirations and needs of the people will be met, but at least there is a conscious effort that is visible for everyone to see that we recognize the challenges, the needs of the people, and we're making efforts to meet them. Truly, security is the most critical need of our time. It's a need because the most critical because it is only in the atmosphere of security and peace that we could enjoy our lives and utilize our properties. It is also an aspiration because at the moment it appears that peace has eluded most part of the country. Insecurity all of the day. And it's also the most critical feeling because in the absence of security, of course, there will be anarchy. In the absence of security, businesses wouldn't go on. Investors wouldn't want to come. Political structure would be shaken to its foundation. No wonder the Minister of Defense a few days ago said that Nigeria is bleeding. And that's a truism. Nigeria is indeed bleeding. And the keynote speaker taking us through the historical dimension of insecurity in Nigeria. It certainly didn't start today, but the worry is that it is getting worse. It is worsening. Just a few days ago, my son, just about 7 going to 8, so I wanted to take them out in the evening, around 6, to get something from the shop. And my son said, Daddy, don't you think this is late? Let's do it tomorrow morning or afternoon. You know about herdsmen. The herdsmen are everywhere. I'm talking about a boy of 7 going to 8. It's in the psyche of even the children. They could feel the tension. We know it did not start today. We've had political upheavals even before the independence. Immediately after the independence, we had the civil war that raged on for about 3 months, 3 years. And my father then was in school before I started. And he left school and joined the army to defend his people. And lost 3 years of schooling. This is just an example of the impact of conflict and insecurity and current banditry on education and capital development. Apart from civil war, there have been coups, ethnic conflict. Lives have been lost, people displaced, students cut short from their normal school calendar, and some never to return to school again. There have been resource agitation, militants, secessionist threats, even around terrorism and the current reality of banditry. And what this does is that it infuses fear in the heart of many. When you are sending your children to school, you fear. And of course, you would want the life of your children protected more than just sending them to school. So the truth is that of all the sectors of our polity, education sector has been perhaps the most negatively impacted of the current insecurity, particularly armed. Now, BBC reported that since December 2020, there are over 600 students have been abducted from schools in the northwest Nigeria. Over 600 students. And in just one day, Friday, 26th of February 2021, about 300 students were abducted from a girls' secondary school in Jengebe, Zamfara State. 300. And you could see or sense or imagine the impact of these, on the girls that were abducted. Most of them will not be left without sexual molestation. Some of them will never return. Some, when they return, they have become entirely different because they have been radicalized. Their mentality and emotions work forever. They may return to school, but you will not have the child that went out into abduction coming back to you again. So instead of risking that, a lot of people have withdrawn their children from school. Let me see you alive instead of risking your life trying to go to school. So you see that even communities have begun to withdraw their their students, their children from school. Why? Because the schools are no longer safe. Since 2014 till date, over 1,400 schools have been destroyed, razed to the ground, burned, attacks on school by bandits. And in the course of this destruction, over 1,280 persons have died, some of them students and teachers. And in response to this, about 7 states in the north shut down all boarding schools following bandit attack. And you know that some of these schools and the students there, they travel to be in the school. So once the boarding schools are shut down, it means no education for most of the students. Because they wouldn't of course have a place that they will stay that will be easily accessible for them to go to school. And like I say, most of these people, once they are withdrawn, will never go back to school. Let me say that UNICEF reports that at the moment, Nigeria has about 10.5 million out-of-school children. And let me not say this is a shock, but it's good we know that at the moment, Nigeria has the highest out-of-school children in the world. 1 out of 5 out-of-school children is in Nigeria. What a record. Just between last year and this year, from the statistics from the Federal Ministry of Education, 3,054,000 increase in out-of-school children was recorded. And this is largely attributed to increase of abductions of school children and their teachers in the north. Not only is this affecting students or children, it's also affecting teachers. Some will say instead of getting employed and dying, it's better to look for something else. So there's a high turnover, just as the keynote speaker, I said, high turnover of teachers. And you know how important it is for a particular teacher to take the care, education of this child, letting them they understand these children, at least for a particular time or a session. But in and out they come. The student sees one teacher a particular week and another week the teacher is no more. And it's good I present this additional reality. Apart from, or in fact in response, or as a reaction to all these criminalities and banditry, the government security forces, in their bid to tackle these insecurities, the bid to confront the armed bandits, have even turned some schools to military use, either for keeping their food supplies and other things. And of course, you know the implication of this. It makes these schools target for attack. The children or the students can't learn in safety in the presence of them because it's not a conducive environment. And this is of course contrary to the Safe School Declaration which Nigeria endorsed in the year 2015. Now, this armed banditry has caused displacement, of course, across, especially the north. And those that are most affected are the children of school age. When they are displaced, they move from the location of their schools away. And then, even if it is they are in the IDP camps, of course we know the limited resources and the conducive environment that an IDP camp or an IDP would be like for these children. So you discover that an entire generation of children in these affected places are being robbed of their right to education. And of course, the right to education that anchors their future, anchors their capacity to be full-rounded citizens, to be good for themselves and good for the society. The keynote speaker had mentioned a lot of suggestions on how to address the security challenges, especially as it relates to armed banditry. But let me, for the want of time, mention and elaborate on the inclusive security initiative through multi-stakeholder consultation and engagement on addressing the problem. I highlighted multi-stakeholder because security is everyone's business. It can't be left to government alone. In that meeting, the efforts of His Royal Highness Ambassador Udeh was mentioned. The work is coordinated with the neighborhood watches. We could also contribute our own intelligent gathering. Even teachers in school, when they notice that a particular student or pupil didn't come to school for a day or two, should report. The students may have, gone to join some gangs. They start from there and they grow to become the insurgent terrorists, the secessionists that we know, or that we know in the future. So this is an invitation for everyone to join hands. It should be multi-stakeholder engagement. Everyone should be involved. Government should be there to address this hydroeconomic crisis that we have, so that we could live in a safe environment where businesses, ideas will thrive. And the best time to do it would have been before, but another best time is now. Thank you very much.
What an engrossing presentation. Dr. Kingsley told you Udeh is a special advisor to the governor of Enugu State on education, and was speaking there on the impact of education and human capital development of banditry in Nigeria. Interesting details there. He said 10.5 million out of school children, that is 1 out of every 5 out of every 5 out of school children in the world is Nigerian. Nigeria having the highest number of out of school children in the world. Dr. Kinsley, Udeh,